This is an absolutely terrible idea. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is a surprisingly realistic RPG set in a chaotic Bohemia. You play as Henry of Skalitz, who despite many beatings and challenges will eventually go on to save the day. Anyway, the game is challenging, but definitely doable. So after release, the developers added Hardcore mode, which forces you to take negative traits that make the game impossible without experience. But what if on top of this I also added more challenge? No maps, scurvy, an insatiable appetite, and the kind of rebalancing that renders the game normally unplayable. So what am I going to do with this hellscape that I've created? My goal is simple. Take Henry from a naked, penniless vagabond and turn him into a naked, penniless vagabond who survived 7 days without dying. Can it be done? Well, there's only one way to find out. So give the video a like and place your bets in the comment section. And let's get this show on the road! But first, a word from our new partner. The European heatwave of doom is upon us, and whilst the world might be on fire, my desire to consume tea has never burnt brighter. But how have I not died of heat stroke? Well, I've been mixing my regular tea drinking with iced tea. But not that syrupy, sugary nonsense from America. Holy iced tea. That's right, it's proper black tea, but cold and fruity. I've been enjoying these greatly for the last few weeks, with mango and passion fruit being my greatest recommendation. Of course, there are also other things like energy drinks for people who need to wiggle, hydration drinks for people who need to hydrate, and milkshakes for people who know that just because you've grown up, it doesn't mean you have to shirk happiness in the little things in life. However, I am the tea man, and I will not be swayed from my leafy path of goodness. Best of all, it's lovely and simple iced tea. Zero sugar, no artificial flavorings, just lovely fruity stuff brewed from real tea. And it's less than 20 calories per serving, so maybe if you're someone looking for an alternative tea or soft drink, then check out Holy and grab yourself a starter set. Best of all, you can use code BRIT for 10% off, or if you go with a smaller starter set, BRIT5 for 5 glorious British pounds off your first order, or just scan my QR code on the screen. So go pop the kettle off and get cool this summer with Holy. Anyway, onwards with surviving this video. So, welcome ladies and gentlemen to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. We are playing as Henry today, who is completely filthy, partially naked, and has absolutely nothing to his name. However, unlike the regular Kingdom Come Deliverance start, things are even worse. We would start the game normally with a few things in our inventory, but this makes it far too easy. So, everything's going on the ground. There's all of our starting nonsense, we're having none of it. So where does our wonderful Henry start? Well, we begin at level 6, which might seem very good until you realize that that just means we get to pick one of 2 perks. Opportunist, meaning we lose less reputation, or Charming Man, meaning we gain 10% more. Wow, what a great investment. We're going to make Henry a charming man. Can't you tell by all of his charm? Despite that, we have the charisma of a sea sponge, the agility of a static caravan, and the vitality of a corpse. The only vaguely positive stat we do have is strength at a rating of 2. Now bear in mind, everyone else is going to be starting the game off with all of these things being roughly 6, and you can start to see the problem we're going to have. We look terrible, we sound terrible, we feel terrible, and doing literally any form of combat would result in Henry collapsing on the floor with a heart attack after swinging out a single punch that did a measly amount of damage. That's our hero. Now we'll get into most of these debuffs later, but the main things we need to look at are Henry is starting out dehydrated, malnourished, with a protein deficiency, and scurvy. All of these things are really bad. I kind of need to get some form of water. There is a well here, right? There's got to be a well in a village. Unfortunately for me, I can't actually use the map, so I don't know where anything is. But here is a little bit of thing for me to wash myself with. Yep, there we go. Splendid. I'm as clean as I can get from a trough. And then, is there any water for me to drink? Just like a well, anything? There is a bit of beer. I could steal the beer. I'm going to have to grab it. Right, look, I know stealing is wrong, but fundamentally, I am dehydrated, so I need the beer. There we go. If I drink that, am I now slightly satiated? Yep, we're hydrated. Perfect. Now, if I check my stats, we have 3 agility and 1 vitality. Wow, that's what I call a little bit of progress. Okay, next up, it's our food-related problems. So I'm going to engage in some local weeding so we can get some money to buy some tasty food with. But unfortunately, I've picked up my first negative perk trigger. This is bad back. Basically, Henry has a bad back, which means every time he crouches or bends over to pick up things, there's a chance he hurts his back and ends up hobbling around at a slower speed. It's very dangerous in a combat environment, but considering my plans for the first day are going to mostly involve gathering resources in the safe environment of the town, we should be a-okay. Right, so I've picked up most of the herbs in this little starting area. Now I guess my goal would be to try and find some kind of apple. Alright, after some initial investigations, I'm yet to find a form of fruit to eat, but I have found these marigolds. These are actually worth big money, and by that I mean 0.4 of a singular coin each. I know, we are in the big bucks area, but this is important. These marigolds might be my one pathway to, safety, survival, shelter, and if we're lucky, maybe even a weapon. And ooh, we've achieved level 6 survival and gained ourselves a perk point. So we're actually quite fortunate that we've achieved level 6 survival, because one of the interesting things about our character is that Henry's a numbskull, meaning we gain experience 40% slower, because we're just not very smart at all. Still, picking up some survival perks is great, and I'm going to grab my first perk in the form of On the Poacher's Trail, allowing me to sell herbs, game, hides, and trophies for double the price. Suddenly, those marigolds are more valuable than ever. Alright, let's grab some more marigolds. Intense gardening montage begin!
Christ, it's really done my back in.
And lovely stuff. We've gathered a huge amount of herbs. If I now check my inventory, yep, we've got 64 marigolds. Wow, that's brilliant stuff. There is a random shack up there. There's a chance it has food. So away Henry goes at his maximum speed. Let's go! Whee! We look so silly running, but it's worth it, trust me. There could be fresh fruit in there. Okay, there is nothing in this hay except free schnapps lying around. Nice. There are hares actually jumping around on the ground here. But yeah, unfortunately, I lack the physical stamina to be able to chase down a hare and punch it to death with my fists. I don't have the stamina in me. Yeah, we're on the verge of collapse. We have to return. Well, at least I know where the meat is. It's currently hopping around in a field out here. But short of getting incredibly lucky and having the AI break down, I could really do with some kind of actual weapon to let me engage in some light-hearted poaching. Ooh, there's another weird building over here. Okay, before I go and sell my herbs, I'll check this out. Hello. Are you perchance the place where, yep, there are apples on the ground? Are any of them edible? No, none of these apples are edible except... Look at you, a stick. Can I have you? Can I not take this lovely stick of roasted apples? No, that would be illegal. Everyone knows that. Or this barrel of apples. No, can't eat any of those. What's inside? More apples. I can take the beer. One cooked apple. Lovely. A dried apple as well. None of this is counted as stealing those, so we can kind of grab as much as we like. And fantastic, we found them overload. An entire basket filled with apples. Yes, please. And interestingly, we've even found ourselves a bed that potentially we can sleep in. I guess lying down will even tell me what time it is. It's almost midday. Nice stuff. As potentially in this bee-infested hut, we can spend the next few nights. But for the time being, we have ourselves an apple. And by just eating that, we've gained some of our nourishment back. Most importantly, we will have removed the effects of scurvy on our body, taking our agility and vitality up a little bit. Very nice indeed. One of the interesting challenges about playing on this difficulty is that I technically don't know where north is, or even where south, east, or west are. My compass at the top just does not function with it, so that's great. Alright, back to the town we go. We've got a little bit of selling we can try and do. Hello, let's do some trading. Alright, so this chap sells a lot of very powerful things, including potions that can boost things like our speech skill, things to boost our agility and help us in combat, but quite frankly, we're not after any of that. We're here to sell some of our nonsense. So, Mr. Trader, here is 64 marigolds that I found. Please take all of them. Then on top of that, I will throw in all of my poppies, all of my wormwood, all of my nettles, all of my very cheap dandelions, and even the chamomile. Perfect. Right. We've been able to get 36 groschen. Very nice indeed. We're in a surprisingly okay position. Oh, these guys are having a little scrap. Oh, these men are scrapping. Oh, we got two villagers having a fight in the town square. Go on, yeah. Go, Red Hat Man. Go, Red Hat Man. You've got this. Go on. All the bets on Red Hat Man. You've got it. Okay, you did did take a few hits there, and oh no. Oh no. Ow, you're bleeding a bit, Red Hat Man. Oh dear, I think I might have backed the wrong horse. Yeah, this poor chap has been knocked unconscious, so we're just gonna grab his body, take him off somewhere safe. After all, he's had a little bit of a hard fight, so I think he needs to sleep off some of his violence. Right, round this corner, nice and out of sight of everybody. Right, I don't think there's anyone near here, so we're just going to drop him down. Now, I believe we can rob his body. We got some cloves. The problem is, if we take his cloves, he's going to know we've stolen them from him, because he'll wake back up and he might recognize us and then dob us in. So this feels really bad, but I actually think we have to kill him. There we go, he's dead now. Oh, okay, right. So now that he is 100% dead, now we loot his entire body. There we go. Perfect. So this poor guy died in some kind of punch-up, and there was nothing we could do about it. And so we have ended up with all of his very, very bloodied clothes and sword. I will choose to wash myself here. Let's go. Try and get some of this blood off of my body. How are we looking? Right, we are now looking much better. Yeah, we've actually got some things on our body. And we even have ourselves a sword. A homemade hunting sword. It's in pretty bad condition, but who cares? It's mine. Right, so fantastic. We've got ourselves all nicely washed up, although Henry's starting to get hungry. Challenge indeed. Oh, there's some guards coming down the road. Oh my goodness, there's a guard over there near the dead body. Right, we are really going away now. Okay, off into the woods we go. So let's go hang on out near the pig rolling around in the mud. This is fine. Oh, what's wrong with me? Why am I suddenly tired? Oh, it's my character's tired. That's why. Let's check my stats. Okay, energy's down to 24. Nourishment is down to 34. Henry is like a narcoleptic hungry hippo. This is insane. Okay, let's have a little bit of food. What have I got in my inventory that isn't just an apple? Okay, it's more apple. Fine. Apples give like next to no nourishment. Look at this. We just get 1 nourishment per apple. Genuinely, really quite bad. Okay, I was expecting so much more value from apples. But no, it seems we are kind of screwed with them. Great. So a lot of our inventory is stolen, which of course we don't want getting detected. However, the way stealing in this game works is quite interesting. The stolen tags on items will be removed after a certain period of time, and that period of time is entirely determined on several factors. Number 1, the value of the item. This expensive gallant coat will lose its stolen tag after this stolen apple, for example. And the other major factor is the social standing of the person you stole from. If you steal the clothes off of a beggar, the guards aren't likely to care or pay much attention. But if you were to steal a nobleman's ancestral sword, they're going to keep looking for quite a while. Right, Henry is really starting to get tired now, so we're going to be making our way hopefully back towards the apple orchard, where if we're lucky we can find ourselves a bed. Oh my goodness, Henry's really flagging right now. The main thing is I don't want to collapse on the road near a bunch of guards and then potentially get arrested. That would not do me any good at all. I feel quite hungry. You just ate 12 apples, Henry. I can see the apple house. It's not too far away. But considering it's almost 12 midday, Henry is just like an endless tired boy. There is one perk we can grab to hopefully try and make our life a little bit easier. In Vitality, we can grab Aesthetic, meaning that our nourishment will decrease 30% slower. This in the base game normally means you don't have to worry about food, but I've added a few mods that work actually on top of the negative stat of Hangry Henry to make this even more challenging. The main issue of Hangry Henry is that food is 50% less effective at actually filling us up, meaning we have to eat twice as much food. Still, let's make our way quickly back to this bed. Come on. Yeah, the walking couch potato known as Henry of Skalitz. Right, fantastic. Apple Hut, this is where we can have our first sleep. Oh dear, and this is where we have our first problem. So the more we sleep, the more our hunger goes down. So if we sleep for 4 hours, our hunger goes down to basically nothing, and we only get a little bit of extra restfulness. Right, we're going to sleep until 6 p.m, and then I should have a little bit more rest in me now. Was there something to steal? A cooked apple, perfect, we'll take that. Oh, and a bag of apples, another bag of apples is perfect for us. Right, there we go, good stuff. We've got a little bit of energy. Oh, and I am starting to collapse a little bit. Oh, it's the nourishment. Yes, right. Let me quickly eat some food for nourishment. But fantastic. After our little power nap, most of our items are no longer classed as stolen, so we can wander back into town. This is great. The main thing we need to do before we begin our trek back to town, though, is eat 2 cooked apples, which is enough to take my nourishment up to 12. In total, I'm just going to keep eating all of these apples. Right, so Henry has consumed over 20 apples, and that has been enough to push his nourishment up to 38. I really thought we'd stand a much better chance of this, but we are so cursed. Okay, so I'm going to make my way over to the tavern and just hope that there isn't a random guard there who gets lucky and asks where I got my shirt from. Right, okay, it's looking good. I don't see any guards, so I'll have a chat with the alehouse maid and see what's available for sale. Okay, time to do some trading. So our reputation in the local area isn't very good. We only have 36.2 money lying around, so we need to try and stretch this about as far as we can. Thankfully for us, drinking water, really cheap. So we'll buy all of the possible drinking water. That's good stuff. Then in terms of edible food, we're going to want a little bit of meat. So for that, I'll buy the cheapest meat I can in the form of this smoked ham. And then we can add in 1 bit of cream here. Cream is really high nourishment for only 9 silver, so it's well worth purchasing. Right, so with that, we're going to be able to spend 18.4 silver. Let's go. And with this, we can now eat some of our extra food, which should boost our nourishment up to, there we go, 59, looking good. So with all of that food now consumed, our vitality is up to 5, our agility up to 4, and our strength is back to a normal 6. We're actually doing the bare minimum of survival. Yep, we're still missing vegetables and we're tired, but provided you ignore all of that, our inventory is okay. Yeah, I mean, I say it's looking good. It's still looking really quite bad, actually. Oh my goodness, poor Henry. What a messy situation we find ourselves in. Now, I understand that for many of you, the solution for Henry's predicament would be crime. Just start robbing people, murdering people, you name it. If we stuck to a life of crime, we'd just be able to steal everything we need. The problem is, on this level of difficulty, not only have I made the combat much more challenging and crime more likely to be detected, but crimes are now permanent, meaning that even just basic things will rapidly escalate to Henry having his head chopped off. And trust me, we don't want that. Alright, now as the sun is starting to set, we don't actually have much time left today, but I do want to try and make my way over towards the nearby village off to the northwest. I can't remember the name of it, I don't even know quite where it is, because it's been about 6 months since I last played this game, meaning the map is not fresh in my brain and I'm quite likely to get lost. But the reason I'm headed over here is quite simple. There's a location where we can get ourselves a free bow and arrow. And with a bow and arrow, we can potentially do a little bit of poaching and get ourselves some supplies. What's this? Ooh, there's a building. Overgrown dugout. Hello. Oh, and inside of it, we have a cobweb that I don't think we need. An old chest key, though, that I think might be useful with this chest here in the corner. What do we got? Leather apron, an executioner's axe, sword pommel, some steel, some blacksmithing kits, and some hides. Oh, these hides are potentially worth good money. Lovely stuff. That's a great haul of loot. Now, we are a little bit time limited because we are not safe to be out in the wild at night. Henry's starting to get tired again. Henry, could you just, stop being a narcoleptic for 5 minutes? Let's make our way back to town. Oh, actually, what's this? We have ourselves a little camp. Look at this abandoned camp. It's got nettles, it's got a sack with some dried fish in it, and some bandages. This is all really good stuff, actually. I'll grab all of that. And most importantly, it's got a bed. We can sleep here. Lovely. We can sleep for 8 hours. That should be perfect. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, I do believe we've managed to survive our first day in the wilderness. Ah, what a lovely brand new day. A great day to bend down, pick up some thistles and blow out your back right as you start. Perfect. All right, so a little bit of harvesting done. Now that I'm on the main road, I think I now know the way to the bow. Now, one thing we can't do is sprint everywhere. Basically, if we do that, our energy will massively crash out and we'll rapidly lose hunger, which fundamentally we just can't afford. So it's up the road we go. Oh, there's a little path here. Where does this little path take me? Golden rule of adventuring number 1, always take the weird side path because, this is actually it. This is where the bow is. Oh, I didn't know. I completely forgot. This is it. Yes, here it is, the village dogwood bow. A great find, alongside as well a bunch of arrows, which we can steal, this bowman's brew that I'm most definitely stealing, and we'll even pull all of the arrows out of the target, because really we need absolutely everything that this game can throw my way. Thank you very much. And seeing as we're out here, I'll also grab a few mushrooms. Well, we're getting a lot of these bad boys. Hope they're valuable. They're food. They do provide no nourishing value, but they are actually worth money. They're worth apparently 2 gold each. Oh, this is good. Right, let's start harvesting more of these, and we'll take them back to town and sell them to the merchant. Oh, I can hear someone else talking. All right, I hear a weird chap talking up the road, but I've grabbed as many mushrooms as I can carry. And yeah, I don't want to interact with strangers. Stranger danger is a real thing. If you're in a town, then chances are you're good, but if you're just talking to yourself at the side of the road, yeah, you are not getting a conversation from Henry. Henry does not want to know what your weird things are about. I don't have time for you, sir. I've got mushrooms to try and sell. All right, I'm gonna get all of my haul back to town, which is quite important because the longer it takes, the more it deteriorates in my inventory and the less people are willing to pay for it. Right, well, because I've arrived in the town so early, absolutely nothing is open. Henry is also already tired, so I'm going to do the only thing that I can think of and take my bow and arrow out into a field and see if I can get lucky and kill a rabbit. Oh, there's a rabbit. I see one. Look, there it is. He's kind of laying down there. Let's get him. Pull that bow back. And yeet. Missed. Okay, we missed our first shot. That's fine. Where's my arrow? Should be around here somewhere. Nope, that's a plant. There you are. Fantastic. Okay, I think hunting rabbits is just an exercise in madness. So instead, we're going to go and try and find ourselves some greater prey, some deers. Whether I can even take it down with a bow.
20 minutes. Ooh, just like I love being at my desk, but I low-key be hating sitting down sometimes because my knees get to twerking, bro. Knees genuinely start hating me. But hey, y'all. Nothing really too crazy going on today. I'm just I had some munches. And now we about to get into some P4G. Bitch, I'm not going through that shit again. I'm gonna make love to you. There you go. I'm so happy. Like space bar is one of the interact buttons. That's just so tough. I just press it again subconsciously. Ooh shit. Fuck you mean? Ooh shit. Nah, B. Your affection, your affection. Ooh, shit. Ooh, shit. I low-key want to get a Skyrim tattoo on my spine, bro. Let me become ethereal. Oh, hell nah, fuck. Can't even do that one. Ooh, shit. Fuck you mean, ooh, shit. Alright. What am I? Oh, I was trying to get the information, wasn't I? Did I save last night? I don't remember saving. Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember saving. So I don't think anybody's gonna be here that's gonna say anything about. Okay, so I talked to him then. Okay. Laboratories. I think I already got the information that I need. Not the information I need, but like because sometimes it's not granular, sequential. Like you gotta learn a certain piece of information and then, bitch, this is not where I'm trying to go. You gotta learn a certain piece of information and then go from there type shit. Yeah, I just seen them. It's talking about laboratories. These bug sounds are making me itch, bro. Yeah, hello. Greetings.
That's a pretty game machine.
I'm playing right now.
So basically, the world wanted to make me mad. Okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't order what
What you end up getting? A big juicy burger. That's OD? Is that OD? You didn't say anything. Like, am I overdoing it?
I don't know if the burger's gonna be juicy or not. Wanted. deliver from McDonald's.
You got issues.
And then other places are closed, like, I would pick up. I don't want to pick up my phone. That's the point of DoorDash. Somebody brings it to me.
You got problems, woman. Problems have you. Said problems have you.
Want to, but can't have. That's how that works. But now you know you want to. Upset and throwing the proper jumper. No.
Bitch, what? Mm. It's fantastic. Ooh. Ooh shit. Fuck you mean ooh shit. Cultural club.
Sounded freaky.
I'm getting played with. What the hell?
I said it sounded like you were getting.
Like I were getting played with. When I was like, ooh shit. So when I was like, ooh shit.
Yeah. It sounded like you were getting.
Oh.
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 Question.
What?
Would you do? You know those sounds where it's frosting and to run down and back and front to the side of it?
Mhm.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be something good too.
You're just trying to make my big fat greasy ass run.
No, I'm not. You're not fatty.
I'm big fat, stinky, and greasy. I keep seeing rooms for rent, bro. This shit is talking to me. This shit right downtown, too. What the hell? Ooh, you digging in a nigga. You digging in me. You digging in me, bro. You digging in a nigga.
I'm home.
Oh, it's fully voice acted.
Welcome home.
That says fully voice acted.
Dad.
Later, Aniko. But this paper. Let's see. Scheduling of parent-teacher interviews.
Man,
A survey, huh? Fine. It's fine.
It's fine, okay?
You don't have to write anything. You don't even have to come. It's just another case to you, right? Some more work, isn't it? Bad people and everyone else are more important to you than me, huh? You're not real. You're not my real dad.
Hey.
Nanako, wait. Oh, she's outside. What's gotten into her? Let's go look for her. Now's not the time to be standing around asking questions. I'll check Junez. You look around the shopping district. I'm counting on you. Uh-oh.
Hey.
I'm sure if we all look for her, we'll find her. Hey, do you know what kind of places she might have gone? Junez, nigga. It's the floodplain. Head straight there. That's our best bet. The rest of us split up and look around. If anyone finds anything, give the others a ring. Where is she?
Nanako.
Shut up, woman. You shut up before I bite you. Could you talk to her? Oh, I'm so scared. I'm not her real father, huh?
Please.
You should go pick her up. She'll listen to you. That's not true. You're her family, much more than I am. As long as Nanako is okay, I'm fine, please. Bitch, this your child. Ooh, my leg. Big bro. Why'd you come here? I came with Mom. He was looking for me? Did Dad say anything about the river? Or did he forget about Mom? He never talks about her. I want to see Mom. Flashbang. Dad must have forgotten Mom. There aren't any pictures of her at home. He'll probably throw them all away. Is he going to throw me away too? He hasn't forgotten. I'm going home. Let's go home together. Lick, 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 lick. I'm gonna guess. The department is all but closed the case, but he's just not satisfied. All you want to do is shut the book on this thing for him to deal with it anymore. I wish he let it go already. No one in the whole apartment treats him like a kid. He's getting all worked up over nothing. That's why every gives him a cold shoulder, you know. Hmm. I just blew a bag on shit. I shouldn't even bought Yosuke shit. He doesn't need it. My dumbass. All right. I would threaten to brutalize you if I wasn't such a benevolent creature.
What?
I would threaten to brutalize you if I wasn't such a benevolent creature.